What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. So as you can see here, I've got lots and lots of notes on the draft and tons more coming as we draw closer. So I have the Cowboys, the Chiefs retain their 29th pick. They give up number 9 and number 40 to the Cowboys for George Pickens. Cowboys have had enough of Pickens. They're done. They've got Flournoy. They got Lamb. So, does that mean we have to go get another receiver? No, I don't think so. Jonathan Mingo was doing well last year before he got hurt. If he can stay healthy, you still got him. I think he can not quite take over, but be close enough to a replacement for Pickens. Plus, you got Trayshawn Holden in his second year. If he steps up, I think you've got enough there. Not necessarily to replace Pickens. I don't know if there's one guy that's going to do that. Unless you go after a Cardinal Tate or a Jordan Tyson or one of those guys, and even them, you're not 100% certain. You know, Pickens was good in college, so. But he had his issues. That's why he fell where he did. So the Chiefs are close to a Super Bowl. They're a couple players away or so. So they still keep their other first round, and they get the 72nd. And maybe they trade back and get more picks to accumulate other talent. They've got enough on defense for the most part that they don't have to draft an edge guy or whatever, because Patrick Mahomes went down. That's why their season ended. And their offense was not very good. So I think they trade back, get some young offensive linemen, get some receivers, get some help on the offense, and some defensive pieces. So this is one proposal. There'll be another one, don't worry. Probably not going to happen, but this would be nice. So Dallas gets number 9, gets to keep 12. Or they get number 9, they get number 40. So their second round 40th pick. So we got 9, 12, 20, 40, 92, 112, 152, 177, 180, and 218. And I'll do another version of this where we get some offensive players too. But let's go round by round. So first round, of course, the Raiders take Fernando Mendoza. The second, the Jets stun everybody. It seems like they're more in love with Ty Simpson every day. They take their quarterback, number 2 overall. Hopefully he ends up better than Zach Wilson. Who knows? But I really think they're going to go after Ty Simpson. I thought it was Carson Beck, but Ty Simpson seems to be the guy. Carson Beck has fallen a lot. I still like him a lot more than most, but maybe it's the interviews. I don't know what it is. He's a hell of a talent. He's definitely no Zach Wilson. I like Ty Simpson as well. He goes to Jets at number 2. Number 3, the Cardinals take Sonny Styles, linebacker out of Ohio State. So he's off the board. Number 4, the Titans take their Chris Johnson of the mid-2000s and select Jeremiah Love to help Cam Ward and company and what they've done on offense to help them really score some points. They don't need defense necessarily. They go Jeremiah Love, best player available. He's off the board to the Tennessee Titans. Give Cam Ward some help in the running game. Number 5, Spencer Fano goes to the Giants. That offensive line is still in flux. They still don't have the answer. They want a left tackle or right tackle necessarily. John Harbaugh tries to fix that. and they get one of the better tackles. Even though Francis Moga is my pick, number 6. The Cleveland Browns take Francis Moga, Miami offensive tackle. They think he's the best guy. They take him to help protect Shedeur Sanders or whoever their quarterback is going to be of the future. Number 7, the Washington Commanders. Their offensive line is still really not set. They need to protect their young quarterback. Monroe Freeling is the pick out of Georgia. They get what I think is one of the better tackles in the draft. Better than Spencer Fano. Better than Miami's left tackle. All three pretty close, I think. But he goes to the Washington Redskins with his 7th pick. The 8th pick, the Saints go offense. Carnell Tate is the pick. The best wide receiver in the draft. He goes to Saints to give Tyler Shuck a weapon. Another weapon alongside Olave to throw the ball to. And with the 9th pick, the Dallas Cowboys select Arvell Reese, linebacker edge out of Ohio State. They get probably one of the best Micah Parsons-esque players in this draft. I like him better than Sonny Styles. Cowboys get Arvell Reese at number 9. Number 10, the Bengals stun everybody. With what happened with Shamar Stewart last year, he still hasn't played a down in the NFL. He's banged up. He was hurt. He held out. All that stuff. Well, they take a flyer here at number 10. They go Kedrick Falk. Edge. DN. He could play some D-tackle. Play just about anywhere on defensive line. They take him at number 10 to try to replace Trey Hendrickson, who's now a Raven. Number 11, the Miami Dolphins take, with Jeff Hafley as their new defensive guy and their head coach, they take Caleb Downs, safety out of Ohio State, to be their safety of the future. Even though they need weapons on offense, don't get me wrong. Jeff Hafley's a defensive guy. He's trying to rebuild that defense. They have nothing on defense. I think less than they have on offense. 12, the Cowboys take the best corner in the 2026 draft. Mansour Delane out of LSU goes to the Dallas Cowboys. You got your pass rusher. Now you got your lockdown corner. Bar none, I think one of the best corners. I liked him. He's probably going to go earlier, but this is my hope. If it plays out this way, Dallas gets Mansour Delane out of LSU. Number 13, the LA Rams draft Malachi Lemon, USC receiver. Jordan Tyson has fallen, but I still think he's a good wide receiver. But they take Malachi Lemon to be their future. 14, the Ravens will take Peter Woods, defensive tackle out of Clemson. He's probably going to go a lot later than this, but Ravens need some defensive linemen. 15, the Buccaneers take Jordan Tyson to try and replace Mike Evans. They need receivers. Mayfield, they really need a quarterback. Don't be surprised they don't take one in this draft in the 2nd or 3rd round. But they take Jordan Tyson. 16, the Jets scoop up Denzel Boston before he gets scooped up to pair with Ty Simpson and Garrett Wilson and company. And their tight end out of LSU last year that played really well. Build that young offensive nucleus. Number 17, Detroit is going to take Caleb Lemieux, tackle out of Utah, the other tackle. They lost out on Francis Mauga, lost out on Mamu Freeling. And with their left tackle gone, they need to start rebuilding that offensive line. Number 18, the Minnesota Vikings take Kenyon Sadiq, tight end out of Oregon, to give Kyler Murray some weapons, or whoever's going to be their quarterback. Kyler Murray, Carson Wentz. Yeah. So you get Sadiq, which I think's high for him, but 19, the Carolina Panthers, bringing the pain. Are going to get TJ Parker, edge rusher, out of Clemson. At 20, the Cowboys get their safety, Dylan Theinman, out of Oregon. So you got your linebacker, your corner, your safety locked down. 21, Pittsburgh takes Vega Loane, the guard out of Penn State. Tried desperately to rebuild that offensive line. The Chargers take Caden Proctor, tackle, to try to build some depth in case they have devastating injuries like last time. So the Eagles get Kevin Concepcion, Texas A&M wide receiver. I feel like A.J. Brown's going to get traded before then. If he does, they're going to have to start trying to replace that. 24, the Cleveland Browns are kind of left sitting holding the pot. So they take Cassius Howe, edge rusher, at Texas A&M. 25, the Bears are going to take Colton Hood, the corner. 26, the Bills are going to take Emmanuel Pregnon, the guard out of Oregon, help stabilize that offensive line. 27, the 49ers are going to take Max Ianakor, tackle out of Arizona State. A little high for him, in my opinion, but 28, the Texans will take Chris Johnson, corner out of San Diego State. 29, the Chiefs are kind of jammed up now. They'll take Brandon Sisay, the other corner, best corner available. 30, the Dolphins will take Avion Terrell. 31, the Chiefs will take, or the, here's the 31. I'm waiting for my thing to load. It's not keeping up with me. Of course. Now I lost my place here. Don't buy a refurbished tablet off Amazon. $31, the Patriots take Blake Miller, tackle out of Clemson. $32, the Seahawks take the safety. I'm trying to think of him now. They found him. Emmanuel McNeil Warren at Toledo to replace Kobe Bryant. So then at 40, the Dallas Cowboys would take Jacob Rodriguez, inside linebacker, Texas Tech. 92 with the third-round pick. Dallas would take Bud Clark, safety, out of TCU. 112, Bryce Bochetter, inside backer out of Oregon. 152 with the fifth-round pick. Shocker for all y'all, we take Carson Beck, quarterback out of Miami. So Joe Milton, say goodbye. If they do select Beck in the fifth round, which they're now projected to do, you can kiss Joe Milton goodbye. So Carson Beck, you get your possible future starter quarterback. He can sit behind Dak for a couple years or so. And by the time Dak's gone, Beck will be ready. Hopefully. Then at 177, Ethan Burke, edge rusher out of Texas. 6'6", 259. I've told you that before. He's really good. Texas wasn't great on defense, but he's one of the few bright spots on Texas defense. 180, Oscar Delp, tight end, Georgia. I just love that 4.49 speed. He's a good tight end, playing on a bad offense, and still produced pretty well. In a down year, sort of, for Georgia. They weren't what they were the year before with Carson Beck. Their quarterback was more limited, I feel like. Just saying, Gunnar Stockton is not Carson Beck. Doesn't have the arm, doesn't have it. Just that's bad direction to go in. And then you have 218. You have Eric McAllister, wide receiver, TCU. I mean, it's the seventh round, so take a receiver, you get a tight end, you get a quarterback. But the majority is defense. Give Christian Parker, Arvell Reese, Mansour Delane, Jacob Rodriguez, Dylan Theinman, Bud Clark, Bryce Bochetter, Ethan Burke. I mean, that's pretty good. You get some couple edge rushers, Arvell Reese and Burke, couple inside backers, star corner, and a couple of safeties, young safeties, to pair with what you already have. That defense and the offense, even without Pickens, will still be top 5 offense. I think Mingo will have a big breakout year. And Pickens, we might not end up trading Pickens, but I feel like it gets more and more likely it would make more sense to trade Pickens since you didn't give up anything for him. And you could possibly get, if you get a first and a second, it's a no-brainer to me. I know Pickens is great. You still have Lamb. Lamb will rebound. It will motivate him. And I like Mingo and Ryan Flournoy and Trayshawn Holden to hold up that group with Pickens gone. So, now you could argue we still have some issues on the offensive line at tackle. So, we might have to address that as well. So, I will stipulate for that in the next draft, trade back some more, accumulate some more picks. But for now, I think this is a good haul if this happens. And it seems more likely every day it could happen with Pickens. His agent isn't budging. So, yeah, he might be gone. Hope not, but I don't know. I mean, it seems more likely than not at this point, but we'll see. Anyway, guys, you like the video, like, subscribe, comment, share, notifications. Once we hit 100, doing a free giveaway. Love y'all, and I will catch you on the next video. Peace.